Okay, everybody, let's look at the lesson for today. So our objective today is going to be simplifying exponents and exponential equations. Okay, so we're going to deal with exponents. So let's see if we remember. Number one, 5. Well, I know if I get a negative exponent, first thing I have to do is think fraction. I remember that. So this x to the negative 3 comes down as x to the positive 3. Anything 0 power is 1, and you got this 5 still here. So you really got 5 times 1, which is really 5. So I don't really need the 1. I don't really need the 1 at all. So it's really the answer is just going to be 5 over x to the third. All right. Number 2. Let's take a look at 2. Let's see, on 2, I'm going to first of all make this 2 to the third is 8. This x to the negative 2 comes up. This x to the negative 3 comes down as x positive 3. Okay, 2 to the third is 2 times 2 times 2. Now, I've moved my negative exponents, but 2 of these x's can cancel 2 of these x's, so I'm just left with 8 over x. That's all. We've done this before, okay? Number 3. I have a negative exponent with a fraction, so we learned that we can flip the fraction to make that positive. So I got x to the 2 over 2 to the positive 3, okay? Because the negative exponent here. Okay, now I'm multiplying exponent. Next one, 2, next one, I'm multiplying, I'm going to get x to the 6th. And I get 2 to the third power. 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. That's all I have. Okay? Now, number 4, rewrite in exponential form. Well, that's x to the, there's a 1 there, it's invisible, 1 third power. That's all. This is an 8 to the 3/4 power. That's all. Power root is the fraction. Power, top number, root, bottom number. Okay? 7, I'm going to have an x to the negative 5/7, which is an okay answer. If you want to rewrite this as 1 over x to the 5/7, it's even better because of the negative exponent. Okay? 7, we're going to do just the opposite. Square root, we're going to change it to the 1/2 power to the square root of x. Now there's an invisible 2 here, and an invisible 1 here that we do not need to write, okay? This is a 4th root. 1/4 power is a 4th root of x squared y cubed, okay? Easy. We've done these before. Shouldn't be anything tricky about the final, just basic stuff. Okay, negative exponent, and I'm going to go 1 over, and I'm going to make a cube root, and I'm going to make it a 3x squared, okay? Or 3x squared is a 9x squared, cube root of a 9x squared. Better answer, but I would take this answer, okay? Better answer. Okay, exponential, an exponential equation. Well, what is the base? The base is 1/2. So let's start at 48, which is about here. And if the base is 1/2, I'm going to take half of that, okay? So half of 48 has to be 24, about there. Half of 24 is about 12, about there. Half of 12 is about 6, and then 3. And then what happens is it never, ever, ever gets to 0. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller, half of a half of a half. So it just goes along like that. Now, you can also use a calculator to check these numbers, but they will work. So you could go, okay, well, hold on, 48. Let me clear all that. Times 1/2 to the 1 power, 24, there it is. And you also have then 48 times 1/2 to the 2nd power. Boom, there you go. Oh, to the power. I blew that one, didn't I? 1 times 1/2 to the power of 2. Yeah, and it just keeps going half and half and half. Now, domain and range. So domain is all real numbers because it goes forever this way and that way, and every possible x can be part of the domain. So domain, simply x equals all real numbers. But range, it never touches 0. The range never touches 0, but it goes up as y is greater than 0. Okay, and that's all I have. There's a worksheet and a Kahoot to do. So, and finish up any kind of math that I have to do, but that's it for the day. Pretty easy.